Nick Hilkins outside the London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Not good, Dave. Not good at all.
I believe he told us that some managers excite and the one in the seat wins. And it'd be nice if he started doing it again, wouldn't it? That we set ourselves on the back foot with his team selection. You know, if you look for the first half, Paqueta's playing left wing. Cresswell has been a great servant of the club, but he can't do it anymore. And Paqueta's having to drop it at left back. So we've got no attacking threat going forwards. He's played Calvin Phillips, who at this point he's like, I mean, he's a Marks and Spencer's Carlos Sanchez, you know, Havard, Norvoy. He's a worse version of Edmilson Fernandez. You know, I'm not seeing what Moyes is seeing in him. And just to go back to Freiburg, I mean, he's brought him on at 1-0 down. What was he thinking he was going to get out of him? What are we getting out of him today? What are we going to get out of him on Thursday? What are we getting out of him next Sunday against Villa? You know, it's poor. Mavropanos was poor. I'm still not seeing what other people have said in him. People would have told me that he's a starting centre half. I'm not seeing it. I think he's a liability with the ball. I think he's a liability without the ball. Soufal did all right. Ward-Prowse was poor. Should have been subbed at he was subbed at half time. Probably should have been subbed before that, if we're being fair. And the front three, like I said, Paqueta's playing left back to cover Cresswell. Kudus is still out of form, and Bowen had his worst game for a long time, I thought.
I mean, you look at the way we approach these games, though, Dave. We're putting ourselves on the back foot against Burnley. Yeah, Freiburg was the same. You was in Freiburg with me. You stood there in Freiburg with me. We start the game. We wait and wait and wait. We sit back. We can't win games like that. We should be suffocating teams like this. This is not good enough.
No, you know exactly. And you look at that one. That draw, you couldn't have handpicked a better draw for us because we've beaten Freiburg twice.
Yeah.
And we could have gone into that with confidence. But you couldn't have handpicked a better draw in the FA Cup, and we went out to Bristol City. You know, we've dropped points today. We dropped points to Sheffield United. Arsenal came in tonks. Man United, the worst Man United team in the Premier League, you know, have destroyed us at Old Trafford. And it's, you know, we did well. I didn't think the Brentford win was a great performance. I said that at the time. I thought the Everton performance, we were dogged, but let's be fair, it was 2 injury time goals that took it away from them. We've been poor since the win against Arsenal at the Emirates. That was the last game I think we can look back on and go, you know what, for 90 minutes we had a game plan and we played to that system and we went and got results. And it's just, it's gone backwards. It's gone backwards since then. You know, if he doesn't win Brentford, he doesn't win Everton, then you're looking at a 12-game winless run. I know that's a bit if my auntie had nuts, she'd be my uncle or whatever, but we didn't. We were fortunate against Everton. Let's be fair. As good as the win was, and today was just you can't go 2-0 down at home to a side like Burnley. You know, that's 2 draws with the bottom 2 sides who are so far adrift in the rest of the Premier League.
Everyone else tonks them. Everybody else tonks them.
Everyone else is battering them. Everyone else is going out there and playing on the front foot and trying to win games. But we've got this idiot who just he's done. He's done at this point. You know, he's got to go at the end of the season. To be honest, if we play like this on Thursday and it goes against us with Freiburg, we're out of Europe. What's the point in keeping him to the end of the season? Because at this point, we're going through this week in, week out, these abject poor performances. The players aren't playing with him. His substitutions today, and I'll be fair, it was good to see him come on and score.
He was magnificent.
He was. He came on like he had a point to prove, and it was nice to see a substitute come on with an intent to make a difference. Because at the moment, it seems like they're coming on with the aim of just petering out the game, getting some minutes under their belt, getting their appearance fee. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the motivation to get the best out of them. You know, the squad management's poor. The youth substitute. I'll go back to Freiburg. Alvarez had his worst game in Germany, right? His worst game was in Germany. We went 1-0 down, and he had the idea in his head that he was going to bring on Phillips or Ward-Prowse, right? When he should have taken off Alvarez for Antonio. That was the obvious sub, and he didn't do it. So then we get a corner, and we've got no one on the pitch. Because Ward-Prowse is finally starting to look like he can take a set piece again, and we've lost that. We go in injury time, and to be fair, you know, I'll come out of the day, but there's 2 in a row where like you've had 90th minute handballs, and unless there's been a rule change that I haven't seen, and is there a rule now that you can jump with your hands up and it's not a penalty? I mean, that's 2 in 2. Like, but he took Paqueta off, and he weren't having his great game. Well, you know, nothing was coming off for him, but he was trying things in Freiburg. But we didn't have, if that penalty had been given, we had no one on the pitch who could take a penalty.
Yeah.
It's just like he's constantly shooting himself in the foot. You know, we go again, we go Freiburg, then we got Villa, then we got a bit of a break. And then Newcastle, it's like...
Yeah, there's a tough run.
Exactly, the form turns now. You know, we've had our good spell of fixtures that you look at on paper, and we've won 2 of them. And now we've got to go to Newcastle, we've got to go to our Wolves who are just behind us. We've got Fulham, who are a bit hit and miss, but again, are looking, they're over our shoulder. Still got to go to Chelsea for the end of the season, are just over our shoulder. Yeah, we're lucky that equalised. Stop Brighton going above us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I see it. But listen, it's got to change in the week, mate. But thank you very much. Cheers.